Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Welcome back to another LEGO collection slash comparison video. Today I have all four Houses of the World sets. These have been released as free gifts with purchase on LEGO.com and I think in LEGO stores since February of this year, I believe is when the first one came out, or maybe it was January. But anyway, each of these were available exclusively to VIP or now Insiders members with purchases of 250 US dollars or more. So there was quite a high purchase threshold to get these, but they've been super popular. They're very unique products, and we don't really see anything like these in official LEGO themes. In fact, the last one, Houses of the World 4, sold out in like 2 days. It went so fast. Now that all four are out, I wanted to take a quick look at them all together because they are meant to fit together as part of a series, even though they're from a variety of cultures. But before we get into it, I do want to remind you guys that I am an employee of the LEGO Group. However, all of the opinions expressed in these videos are my own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the LEGO Group. And LEGO is a registered trademark of the LEGO Group of companies, which does not sponsor, authorize, or endorse this site. Houses of the World 1 is inspired by South American architecture, and like I said, this was the very first one to be released this year, and it's actually the only one that I've done a complete separate review for. I really love the colors on this one. I also love the gigantic Chihuahua standing guard, because as you can see, all of these are micro scale. So I'm just going to take a quick look at each house individually. We do have full interiors on all of them, which is something that I really love, and they are modular, so I guess you could kind of mix and match and swap these houses' floors out with each other if you wanted to. But this one has a little kitchen area at the bottom. I love that art print on the wall. I got something in that style when I visited Portugal, and then unfortunately my dog ate it right before I moved to California. So I'm still sad about that, but this Lego version is a nice replacement. And then we do have this little bedroom up here. And even though there are a lot of stickers in these sets, I think that they add a lot of beautiful detail and they really bring the interiors to life. Houses of the World 2 is inspired by North African architecture, and I think this one might be my favorite. I just think, again, it's wholly unique from LEGO. Like, we don't see anything North African in LEGO, like, ever. And I guess maybe that's partially because it's not like a popular location to visit in movies, and a lot of cultural Lego builds do originate from movies. Actually, is that true? I don't know if that's true. Maybe I'm just saying that because I'm also thinking of the Chinese New Year sets, which of course are not movie based at all and just a completely original theme. But anyway, the point is, we don't see anything like this in LEGO form. But I love the masonry bricks on the outside. I also really love the sticker details. Again, much like the Chihuahua, we have a giant teapot and cup sitting outside the front door. Great usage of that one ring piece. And then I really love the archway. This house just looks beautiful. I think out of all of these, this is the one I would want to live in the most. We have this nice tree outside, vines wrapping around, and it looks like a side door as well. A giant lantern too. And then you can take off the roof, which as you can see is a lot more detailed than the first house. And I guess those might be clothes drying on the roof. And then inside, I love this kind of, or I guess we should start with the ground floor. But inside, you have a little sitting area with a table and a small piano. And then now going on to the top floor, we have another little sitting area. And then I really like this light suspended in the center of the room. And I think that this was a really nice build for a bed. With Houses of the World 3, we move away from just generic inspirations to now specific country inspirations. So the LEGO website says that this is a Swiss house, and I think that it has a ton of detail. This is the third Houses of the World set, and I think it came out in like July or maybe August. Yeah, I think August. But you have a bunch of printed logs in the front. You have some skis, which makes sense because it's Switzerland, a lot of beautiful flowers, and then a bunch of stickered wood panels. And then you have this little, I guess this is like a drain pipe, and I think this is meant to suggest that it's almost built into like the side of a mountain. At least that's what it makes me think of. And again, that makes sense for Switzerland with the ski poles. We have a little axe on the side of the house to chop some more wood, and you do have stickers along the sides as well that bring some nice wood detail in there too. The roof on this one is a little bit different because it's not flat like the other ones. It is like properly built up and sloping, and you do have a little chimney here as well, which has been knocked a little bit askew. And then inside, I can see some dust in here, so sorry about that. But this is the one that I built first when I moved into my new apartment. But I did bring the other two with me because I knew I would want to do a video like this. But anyway, you have another sitting area in here with a fireplace, which I think is built really nicely. Oh, that's a record player. I was like, is that a tap? No, no, no. It's a record player, I think, because it has that little black stud. I really like this mountain picture that's hung up there. And then on the side, you can tell that it's Switzerland because there's some Swiss cheese and some chocolate, two of the country's most famous exports. That cheese piece is awesome. I think this might be the first time it's been used outside of that Looney Tunes CMF. So that's pretty interesting. And then up top, you have another bed with a clock on the wall. I guess the Swiss are also known for their clocks and watches, so that's like the complete trifecta of references. The bed is okay. I mean, it looks cool. I just like the bed in the North African house better. And then there's a weightlifting bench in the middle of this room. And I don't know if like the Swiss are known for being bodybuilders or weightlifters, but this still confuses me. This is also my least favorite upper floor just because it's the least detailed. You know, you only have these two furniture pieces and then like one print, but it feels like there's a lot of other space that's going unused. And finally, we have Houses of the World 4, which is inspired by Chinese architecture. And this is the most recent one. It just released on October 23rd. And, you know, I'm filming this on October 27th. And it's been sold out for days already. So this one went super, super fast. I love the stickered roof tiles. I think that that's what catches my eye immediately. Although, of course, the actual brick-built roof is very nice as well. It's using those newer, like, sloping like temple-like pieces. And then I really love the entryway as well with the red doors. You have plants and then like these little circular walls, which I think look excellent. Like this whole area really looks like a nicely shrunken down version of architectural details that we've seen in Chinese New Year sets like the Spring Lantern Festival. So I think that that's awesome. I also love all of the plants up here on the second floor. I think that those are perfect. And as you can see, I guess I'll zoom in for this, but all of the windows have stickers on them, and I apologize. I think that this set has my worst sticker placement in like a decade. Like I don't know, when I was putting the stickers on for these windows, there were just so many stickers for this set in particular, more so than the other Houses of the World sets, and I feel like I just checked out because I was building it at like 11 o'clock at night and I was on the phone with my friend and I was just like trying to get it over with. So I don't think I put the stickers on well. So I kind of wish that some of those had been prints. But of course, I don't expect LEGO to go around making exclusive prints for just a small gift with purchase set. But anyway, the sides of this house are also the plainest by far. There's like no detail whatsoever on them, but it does have a little like courtyard inside, which I think is really interesting. So there's like a little garden thing going on up here, and I guess I can take off the first floor, and I'm gonna break it a little bit because I want you guys to get a better look in there. But yeah, there's this really nice garden with a little table and some chairs. And then there is like a little entryway and then a second door that leads into the actual house. And that has a sticker on it too, but it's just really hard to see. So yeah, so it's a very, very detailed house. And I guess maybe the most detailed out of all of these. But going inside, don't really know why I put that on since it just needs to come off again. You have another little kitchen, which is really modern. I really like that. It does have the smallest interior because the exterior is so detailed, but you still have a little seating area and a lamp. And then moving up to the second floor, it is the only house to have a bathroom. Oh, and I also forgot, it's the only one with like a non-removable roof. And as you can see, I'm just breaking stuff everywhere now. But yeah, the roof is not designed to come off the way the other ones are, so that's why this wall for the bathroom just broke. But there is a little bathroom, at least I think it's a bathroom. That looks like a toilet to me, and that looks like a little bathroom, like rug, bath mat to me. But yeah, you do have another bed in the corner, another lamp, and then a little dresser. So it's a pretty nice interior, but yeah, it's very, very different to the other houses in my opinion, with the non-removable roof being a perfect example. And there is a little bit of detail just kind of hidden up in the rafters. Bringing all four houses together, I think that they display really well. You know, they look like a beautiful little street of very distinctive cultures, and it's almost like they make their own little mini Lego city. Like, these kind of remind me of the mini modular buildings although I think that they're much larger. I do have one or two mini modulars, but I haven't built them in a while. I think that these are way bigger, but that's just what they remind me of at first glance. They do like barely squeeze together, the trees are knocking into each other a little bit. And like I said, all of the houses have some kind of detail on the side except for the Chinese house. So you are kind of losing some of that detail if they're all squished up. But of course, you can separate them out a little bit and fan them out, and that's kind of how I like to display them. But yeah, overall, I think that they look really awesome. However, I do think that the first two have a leg up on the second two. I will say my least favorite one is the Swiss house, just because, I mean, I guess we don't see a lot of like Swiss houses in Lego either, but I feel like European architecture has been pretty well represented in the modular buildings line. And, the other three houses are from very distinctive cultures that Lego doesn't really touch often. Like, I can't think of another South American inspired Lego set that's not like the Encanto Madrigal house. So that's just an example. And again, even with the Chinese New Year sets, we don't get stuff like authentic Chinese style houses. And again, I know you can say that for the Swiss houses as well. I just think it looks the plainest, like, of everything on this street. And I wish that we had gotten something that was a little bit more distinctive. Personally, and I know that this is totally biased, I would have really liked to see like a South Asian house, like from India, like an Indian bungalow, because Lego doesn't really touch India with a 10-foot pole, like ever. I think the only Lego set that's explicitly based on Indian culture is the Tuk Tuk, which is not even correct because they aren't called Tuk Tuks in India. And I still have beef about that. But yeah, I wish that the Swiss house was something a little bit more exciting for me personally. If you're from Switzerland and you love it, then I'm very happy for you. But yeah, I would have loved to have seen a South Asian house represented here. But I mean, I really hope that this line continues. Like, I think the Houses of the World gifts with purchase have been received very well by the Lego community. Everyone loved them. They started selling out very quickly, as we saw with the fourth one. And while I do think $250 is a very high purchase threshold, in my opinion, these should be free with more like $150 or $200 purchases. $250 just feels like too much. They are really exclusive. They are really unique. So I guess that kind of justifies the higher purchase threshold. And I would not be upset at all if we got more of these next year. In fact, I really hope we do. I think that, you could easily keep this line going for like another year or two before you really started to run out of ideas. So let me know what you guys think about these sets in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys in more videos soon. Bye for now.